Express Pearl. Sri Lanka braces for environmental disaster from sunken ship. Sri Lankan authorities are preparing for an oil spill from a sunken container ship after efforts to tow the vessel into deeper waters failed. The Singapore-registered Express Pearl had been on fire for 2 weeks near the port of Colombo. Part of the hull has now settled on the seabed. Experts fear hundreds of tons of oil in the ship's tanks could devastate nearby marine life and beaches. Oil dispersants, booms and skimmers are being readied, they say. The Express Pearl had been carrying 25 tons of nitric acid, along with other chemicals and cosmetics, when it caught fire on the 20th of May. Many of the ship's 1,486 containers tumbled into the sea before the huge blaze was put out earlier this week. Pollution from the ship, including millions of plastic pellets which are the raw material for shopping bags, has already coated stretches of Sri Lanka's western coastline. Worst-hit areas include some of the country's most pristine beaches close to the city of Colombo. Experts say the pellets still in the sea could travel as far as India, Indonesia and Somalia. Salvage experts had tried to tow the burned-out wreck further away from the coastline. But on Thursday, the ship's Singapore-based operator, Express Feeders, said the rear section of the vessel was sitting on the seabed at a depth of about 21 meters, 69 feet, and the forward section was settling down slowly. Navy boats and aircraft have been monitoring the wreck for any sign of an oil spill, although bad weather is hampering the operation. There is no oil leak from the ship yet, but arrangements are in place to deal with a possible spill, which is the worst-case scenario, Navy spokesman Indica de Silva told AFP news agency. Even if the bow also hits the seabed, there will be a section of the upper deck and bridge sticking out of the water. The Express Pearl contains 278 tons of bunker fuel oil and 50 tons of gas oil. There are also about 20 containers full of lubricating oil. The Marine Environment Protection Authority said it was preparing to deal with any oil spill. An Indian Coast Guard vessel in the area also has equipment that could help stop oil reaching the coastline, the Sri Lankan Navy said. One environmental group said the ship's toxic cargo, which included acids and lead ingots, threatened to create a chemical soup in the area. The damage to the marine ecosystem is incalculable, said Hemantha Withanage, executive director of Sri Lanka's Centre for Environmental Justice. Local fishermen have been told to stay ashore because of the pollution, and many say they now face destitution. The ban is affecting 4,300 families in my village, Denzel Fernando, a regional fishing union chief, told AFP. Most people live on one meal a day. How long can we go on like this? Either the government must allow us to fish or give us compensation. Sri Lanka has launched a criminal investigation into the disaster and the government says it will seek compensation. We will never give up on that effort, Ports Minister Rohitha Abeygunawardene told a news conference. We will calculate the cost from the beginning of this incident and claim compensation. Authorities in Singapore have also launched their own inquiry. Sri Lankan officials believe the fire was caused by a nitric acid leak which the crew had been aware of since the 11th of May. The highly corrosive acid is widely used in the manufacture of fertilizers and explosives. The ship's owners confirmed the crew had been aware of the leak, but said they were denied permission by both Qatar and India to dock the ship there. There is growing anger in Sri Lanka that the ship was allowed to enter the country's waters after being rejected by 2 other nations. A court order is currently preventing the captain, chief engineer and the additional engineer from leaving the country.